one of the first things is how do we enter the dashboard and then also show you chat afterwards. So just like before, we have the dashboard like this, and then here we can see SmartChat. So there are two modes of chat here. There's the public one, which is the boss mode chat, where you're just basically talking to an LLM, and this isn't your knowledge, but this is the global knowledge. So I could just ask it about, tell me about US Open. All right, let's see. So this should now just talk about US Open, and this is not my knowledge, but this is just chatting with the LLM, which in this case would be GPT 3.5. And then you could also see maybe you want to chat with your own knowledge, which you can see here, and then you can select different ones. So there are some already pre-made, yeah.
Hey Taha, in this long version, can we ask you questions as you're demoing?
Absolutely, yeah.
Does 3.5, if you click 4.0, are we able to marry both together right now, or is that not working yet?
I do not think so. Parker, could you back me up there? I think we're for Boss Mode Chat, we're in by default using 3.5. Is that correct?
The API endpoint accepts a list of these, and then it will use that as a priority list, and it'll basically use the first one that it gets a response from. I don't know if the front end is actually sending to that, but I think it defaults to 4, I believe.
Got it. I think we might not have added that. I'm not sure if Ryan did before he left. If not, then that could be a quick item to do today. But yeah, thanks for pointing that out.
Hey, Jing, I'll put that in the rapid prototyping punch list for us to talk about.
Yeah, sound good. Yeah.
And then also, are we sanitizing? We've got the SmartChat with Sparkle. Are we actually sanitizing with Sparkle? Is that doing anything?
Not at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not at the moment, yeah, but we could definitely enable that because we do have the endpoint for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Great. So yeah, at the moment, then you have different kinds of groups that you have saved, and then you can click on one tag if you want to chat with that in specific, and you can also select multiple, which then creates a group. And then you can also group a group. So it's basically all the tags within this one, and then any tags that you've already added. And let's say I unselect this one, and maybe I'll pick, let me see here, this. So let's talk about this one. I'll just say, tell me more about this. Then it'll chat with me about like luxury restaurants. It was one of the videos I think I used. So yeah, it's just talking about like McDonald's in the US and the UK. And yeah, so basically this allows us to chat with all of our different information. And just a distinction here, there are groups that you've created in the tag manager that you could do. And then there is the my tags, which are the tags that you've created. All the virtual me's also are my tags because those were the ones that you generated. And then there's the AI generated concepts that come basically from my knowledge. So anything that you upload, and this is the new thing also.
Sorry, Taha, before you move on, can I ask you another question?
Yes.
You're moving so fast through such good stuff.
I will.
Can you go back to the SmartChat tab real fast?
Absolutely.
And by the way, I noticed it's not maintaining state. We can talk about that later in the RP session, but can you turn Chat with My Knowledge back on, since that's where we last were? And then I was making a note, with these test save groups, did you just create them here, or do you create them in my tags? Like, can I create a grouping here? Can I drag tags here?
So this was just for the testing, and I think the grouping method is like we're not like generating it that way yet. So that would also have to be synced. So the logic isn't there yet. This was just like something that we did on the back end to be able to test groups.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. I just saw those test groups there. And
yeah.
like linking groups, and I wasn't sure how you were doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Gotcha.
But what is happening now though is kind of like if you do have a group, we have the ability to combine and chat with it. So if let's say I wanted to for some reason combine Python with Wimbledon, I could do that. So but this wouldn't save. I can chat with it though.
Yep. Okay.
Great.